Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, are you looking for a 100% no PG business credit card? Okay, now I'm going to tell you guys, if you're looking for a 100% no PG business credit card, there are some things that you have to understand. You're going to either have to be producing income on your business. You're going to have established credit file. Okay, now it doesn't have to be the 2 years that the bank wants for like a loan or something like that. You don't have to have that. But in order for you to get business credit cards, no PG, you definitely going to have to produce revenue. Okay, now at the same time, depending on your situation and what you've been doing with your credit file, there are some credit cards that you can get with a soft pull instead of a hard pull. And so we're going to talk about those credit cards as well. But the first credit card I want to tell you about is Clear. Now with Clear, they are a net 7 company, okay? However, they report to Experian, Equifax, Dun and Bradstreet. Okay. Now, one of the things, to my understanding, they do not work with sole props. So, if you guys are a sole proprietorship or whatever, this is not the card for you. However, I would tell you that if you're not structured in your business, I don't care if you're driving for Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, or doing any of those side hustles or whatever, you should structure your business properly. The reason is because you're leaving money on the table and you're going to end up paying more in taxes. All right. And for those of you that don't know how to do that, I would definitely encourage you, click the link in the description, schedule a one-on-one consultation. Okay, if you don't feel that you know my brand enough, use one of our affiliates in the description or whatever, but you need to structure your business properly. Okay, now the second card is Tilful. Now Tilful will give you a credit card, a business credit card with no PG. However, if you don't have the best credit, they do offer a secured card. Now with their secured card, you have to have at least $500 in the account, all right? However, it does report to Dun and Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax, all right? Now, the next card a lot of people want to get access to is Sam's Club business card, business MasterCard. Now, here's the thing about it. When you're applying for the Sam's Club business MasterCard, if you're going in or when you're filling out the application, make sure that you check that box that says no PG. All right. And like if you're going inside and you're going up to the counter and stuff like that, sometimes they may not be aware of this. All right. And sometimes you may just have to fill in the application yourself because they don't have the knowledge. All right. However, here's the thing about it. You can use a sole prop, but at the same time, as a sole proprietor, just keep in mind that they are going to still pull your personal credit because you are a sole prop. That means that you don't have an established business credit file. Okay. Now, in terms of it's through Synchrony Bank. Also, it's going to look at your Experian business credit file. Now, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, so don't go anywhere. Don't you leave a video. But I'm going to tell you about some of this stuff that you're trying to get access to, these business credit cards you're trying to get access to, that many people are messing up and they're screwing themselves out of a lot of money. Now, here's the next ones. A to B Gas. Now, A to B, again, is not one of those net 7 type of companies. If you don't have the best credit, they'll do a secured for $500. But again, it's reporting to Dun and Bradstreet Experian Business. Now, for some of you all, you're wondering, how important is Dun and Bradstreet? Well, here's the thing about it. 85 to 90% of the banks, financial institutions, they may not rely on Dun and Bradstreet, but however, they are going to look, most of the credit cards, business credit cards, they usually look at your Experian business, unless it's like a business credit card like from Barclays. Barclays is strictly TransUnion. Goldman Sachs, strictly TransUnion. Those type of accounts and everything, so that you're aware. However, Goldman Sachs is a FICO 9. Barclays is a FICO 8. All right? So that's something you have to know. Now, in reference to you as a business owner, okay, and are you operating as a sole prop business owner, here's the thing about it. And I've just continue to tell people, if you have a credit union or a community bank, they are not reporting your information to the major business credit bureaus. Okay, so those major business credit bureaus, Experian Business, Equifax Business, Small Business Financial Exchange, and siphons that information, okay? But here's the thing about it. You need to understand. I've had clients that process over $1 million with community banks, with credit unions. And so when it was time for them to get business funding, guess what? They didn't have no activity on their business credit file. So that's the reason I tell you, you have to go with the major banks. The top 3 major banks I would tell you to have a relationship with. And if you have a bank account with the community banks and credit unions, please do not close those accounts, because you still can get business credit funding. Just keep in mind that they don't report your business transactions. All right, so don't close the account. But your major banks that you want to have a business bank account, you want to see if you can get a business bank account with either Chase, because it reports to Experian Business, Equifax, Dun & Bradstreet, Small Business Financial Exchange. You have Capital One that reports to Experian, Equifax, Small Business Financial Exchange, Dun & Bradstreet, and you have Citibank. Now, the reason these are the top 3 is because they report to the most. Now, you have American Express. American Express does not report to Dun & Bradstreet. They report to Small Business Financial Exchange, and then Small Business Financial Exchange shares that information with an Experian, okay? As well as like U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank, they Small Business Financial Exchange, and it shares with Dun & Bradstreet, and as well as Wells Fargo, Small Business Financial Exchange, Truist, Small Business Financial Exchange, PNC, Small Business Financial Exchange, okay? So that you know, like having some of these here top major banks is if you're trying to get business funding. Now, if you're trying to get trade credit, yeah, Dun & Bradstreet, net 30s is definitely important. Now, if you're trying to backdoor it to build up business credit, then you want to have a NAV account because it reports to Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, Equifax. eCredible reports to Experian, Equifax, Dun & Bradstreet. So you want to have some net 30. You don't have to have a whole lot of net 30s, okay? Just to keep in mind of that, because that's one of the reasons. Now, with these credit cards you're trying to get, they're going to want to look at bank statements. So they may want to look at your Plaid account. They may hook it up to Plaid account to look at your bank transactions. They may ask for bank statements itself. All right. So that's the thing about it. You have to show that you actually have activity going on in your business bank account. Now, the next card is Stripe Corporate Card. Now, Stripe Corporate Card, the only way you can get access to this card if you have a Stripe account. All right. Now, another card that you want to look at is Divvy. Now, Divvy offers a charge card, okay? They used to have a credit builder. They no longer offer that. However, with their charge card, you can pay weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. Now, if you choose weekly, they'll give you a higher limit, okay? So they treat it as like a net 7. But when you're doing a bi-weekly or monthly, they give you a lesser amount. However, it does still report to Small Business Financial Exchange and Dun & Bradstreet. Now you have Torpago, which it is a EIN, no PG type of card. However, you have to be in business at least 6 months, have revenues at least $5,000 a month, but it still reports Small Business Financial Exchange and Dun & Bradstreet. Now, in reference to South Pool cards, let's talk about American Express. If you have a regular American Express credit card, okay, once you get approved for that credit card, then American Express uses internal data to offer you so that you can apply for business credit cards. So you can pre-qualify for the business credit cards without the hard pull, okay? Now, with that, that's how you get your business credit cards, charge cards, all right? Now, you have Citizen Bank. They do a soft pull Equifax. Then you have Capital One Tap. As long as your revenue is $2,500 for at least 6 months, and it's no sole props with them. If you have questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off of the personal credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.